Hey, Johnny!
All right, I'm here with Jeff Walling. And Jeff, welcome to an episode of Pastor and Cart Getting Coffee. And I'm a coffee guy, but you're not.
This is the nicest golf cart I have ever been in.
I don't think that's true.
No, I really don't golf, so I really am. I'm hardly ever in a golf cart.
Well, you're not a coffee guy, so...
Wait a minute, did you...
I've got coffee.
Yeah. I'm a Christian, so I don't drink coffee.
So we've got for you here,
Yes,
Coke.
Coca-Cola.
Okay.
That's right.
So there you go. All right. I'm with you. Now, on every episode, just to represent kind of the person, the guest of the show, you're the guest here, I wear a shirt to talk about it. And I was blessed not only to grow up with you as one of my preaching heroes.
You wear a shirt on every episode.
Yes,
that
but
is a really good thing. You do not want to see him without a shirt, I promise.
You've seen that.
Oh,
I know.
We won't go there.
I got to tour with you at CIY, and this is actually a Believe sweater.
A Believe sweater, yeah.
From one of my favorite tours, which is the one that you were on.
Wow.
Every stop, very special time. But underneath of it is the shirt that I'm wearing specifically for this episode.
Uh-oh.
Reagan Bush.
Why are
84.
you in the Reagan Bush shirt?
Here's why, because you just remind me of growing up, man. Like all of my biggest and some of my best memories at church are with you preaching Nationwide Youth Roundup, CIY in high school.
Oh
and
man, I remember
throwback.
I remember speaking at NYR and watching you fall asleep. It was a beautiful thing.
No, I was dreaming about Jennifer.
That's what you were doing.
Yeah, I listened enough at some point because we decided both, Jen and I, to give our lives to Christian ministry and a lot of that thanks to you. And so one thing I would love for you to talk about, I know you've been a senior pastor, you travel and speak, you're working at the college now,
Pepperdine University. Yep.
Love what you're doing there, but there's always been a part of your ministry where you guys, your whole family, you've dedicated your lives to the next gen, to this generation, whatever that is coming up.
Yep.
And so for our church, you've been here a couple times now. People know you. How would you encourage us to that? You've modeled it for me. How would you encourage GCC? What would you speak into us?
Well, make it simple. I would say that what the next gen desperately needs is mom. They need mom. They need, first of all, to be motivated to step out and step in. There's so many of these young people that don't think they're needed, that don't think anybody really wants them other than just shut up and sit still and pay attention. And they need those of us who have walked down the road a little longer, which now you're part of that wrinkled group, that have walked down the road a little longer, to be able to motivate them and to say, listen, we need you. But the deal with mom is you not only got to motivate, you also got to give them an opportunity. And that's where so many of us will fail. We'll say, listen, we need you, but then we don't give them a place to step up. I mean, when I was 12 years old, my dad grabbed up about, 4 or 5 of us and said, you boys are going to give a sermon on a Sunday night. And so I'm 12 years old, right? And my dad coaches me and 5 or 6 others to give a little lesson. I can still remember what my first lesson was about. I preached on Noah, right? 5 whole minutes on Noah. And back in the day, they used to have pulpits, right?
Oh, yeah.
For anybody who's under 30, it's a large box that basically hides the bulk of the preacher's body, which in many places is a good thing. But so they had a box that we would stand on so that we could be above the top of the pulpit. Now, I tell that because I didn't realize what my dad was doing, John. He was making space for us to have opportunities. And so for years, when I was a pastor, every year we'd have Next Gen Sunday. And I would work with young men and some girls who were 13, 14, 15, 16 years old, and each one of them would take like 5 minutes of the sermon, and we just put it all together as one lesson.
Yeah.
And my wife will tell you it was the hardest sermon of the year for me. It took way longer working with these kids to make sure they were really great when they stood up. But what happened was it let them not only feel motivated, but have the opportunity to get up there and speak. So make room for them. Make room for them in your classes and helping to lead in the work that you're doing. Summer camp, whatever it is, find a place for them to get involved. So you got to motivate them, and then you got to give them opportunity. And then the toughest part is the moment when you say, this is yours. When you say, take it. run with it.
Hard.
Oh, way hard. Because they do weird stuff. I don't know if you know this, we have a weird generation, right? Every generation's a weird generation. My dad thought I was weird because my hair,
Then.
oh man, I used to have hair that was all the way to half my ear. I mean, that long. And my dad freaked out. He thought, what's wrong with that boy? Long hair, you know? And today, now, they have no hair, or they have mohair, or, you know, hair that looks like it wants to go to heaven all the time because
Right.
it's sticking straight up. So we got a weird generation, and it's so hard for us to let them be. And that moment of saying, take this,
Yeah.
run with it. So yeah, there's my little 3-point sermon.
All right. Well,
you
we
know.
want to do all those things. We want to motivate.
I know
we want
you
to give
do.
opportunity, and then we want to hand that moment off.
Yep.
And so,
Yep.
there you have it, GCC from Walling.
Those of us who have the baton are responsible to get it in the hands of the next generation. It's up to them if they want to take it or not, but we're the ones that have the baton. So thank you.
Yeah. Appreciate you, brother.
Thank you for taking the
Yep.
baton.